With 71 different minigames, Mario Party 3 sports a large list of unique and fun minigames. But which ones are the absolute best? This is a pretty tough list considering the plethora of minigames, so if you don't see your favorite minigame on here, that doesn't mean I hate it. Unless it made it on my top 5 least favorite Mario Party 3 minigames video, which you should watch by the way. With that out of the way, let's get started. Aces High. Aces High is a 4-player minigame that puts all 4 players in a dogfight. Each player starts with 2 lives and can shoot small bullets, or you can hold the Z button for homing bullet bills. I really like the what looks to be Star Fox inspired concept for this minigame, and it also isn't as simple as most other minigames. The only thing that holds it back is that it tends to end in a draw. The little bullets are also unreliable, so I kinda wish they were buffed or everyone was given only 1 life, but the minigame is still fun as is. EATSA Pizza. In this minigame, you're split into teams, and whichever team can eat the most of their pizza before the time runs out wins. I like this minigame because it requires the teams to strategize while also incorporating button mashing skill. And it isn't a minigame like Cheep Cheep Chase where you have to mash the A button for what feels like an eternity. Just a fun and simple minigame with a pretty funny concept. The CPUs can be pretty stupid though. Bounce and Trounce. This 4-player minigame has each player bouncing on balls while also plowing into each other to try and send others off the stage that will gradually lose pieces over time. Bounce and Trounce is essentially bumper balls done right. There's more action, it's more creative, and never ends in a draw. But even when taking the bumper balls comparison out of the equation, this minigame is still a ton of fun. Ice Rink Risk. Ice Rink Risk is a 4-player minigame where all 4 players have to dodge spinies that'll bounce off the walls. A new spiny will fall from the sky as the minigame goes on, with bullshit like this happening sometimes. The arena is also made of ice, so you might slide into spinies if you're not careful. This is another basic and fun minigame that can get pretty chaotic the longer the players last. Cosmic Coaster. In this 2v2 minigame, both teams are riding on a roller coaster and have to dodge Bowser signs by sliding left and right. The coaster will constantly accelerate unless one member of the team hits a Bowser sign. This is a fun 2v2 minigame that I'm not that great at. I always struggle with sliding into the center for some reason. Like sometimes I just slide too far to the left or right and don't make it in the center. The extra coins scattered throughout the stage are also very tempting to nab, but I'd advise keeping away from them because you'll more than likely hit a sign. This minigame also has some very nice space-sounding music. Picking Panic. Picking Panic is another 2v2 minigame, and like Cosmic Coaster, you have to rely heavily on your teammate. In it, both teams have to toss cherries into a basket. One player grabs the cherries and throws them to their teammate, who must catch the cherry and drop it into the basket. The team with the most cherries wins. I like this minigame because you really have to work together to win. Well, you have to work together to win in every 2v2 minigame ever, but each player really has to focus, and I like how both players have a specific task. Sure, they're both throwing cherries, but one is grabbing them and throwing them to the other, and they have to rely on the other person to get them in the basket. I don't know why I like how you have to rely so much on your teammate, I just do. I don't know, I just really like this minigame. MPIQ. This 4-player minigame is a questionnaire type game where a player has to answer a question when they feel they know the answer. If you get the question right, your pedestal will rise, but if you get it wrong, then you will be out for 1 question. The first player that answers 3 questions correctly is the winner. There really isn't much gameplay to this minigame, and some of the questions are really stupid. Like the questions like, what color is Mario's hat, which is incredibly easy, and then you got others like, what is the world record for this specific minigame? But I think this minigame has a very neat concept, and it can also get pretty hectic at times. All Fired Up. All Fired Up is the first battle minigame on the list, and man is it fun. In this, what feels like a hot rope jump successor, every player must dodge the potaboos who will arrange themselves in a variety of different patterns in order to hit the players. This is an incredibly intense minigame that really requires you to pay attention to the screen because some of these patterns are pretty unpredictable. I also think this is a great minigame that deserves the title Battle Minigame. The intensity of it will really make you want to hold on to your coins, and the minigame will also keep you on the edge of your seat. Locked Out. The second battle minigame of the list, and also the best battle minigame of Mario Party 3. In it, every player has to fight for keys in order to get to the next room. The first room has 3 doors for 3 players to get in the room, and the rest of the rooms will have 2 doors. This reminds me a lot of the Keep Away minigame from Mario Party 1, but here you are definitely not working together. And like with pretty much every minigame on the list, this one can get pretty intense. But that intensity is amplified by the fact that it's a battle minigame. Tick, Tock, Hop. The best Mario Party 3 minigame is a duel minigame. In Tick, Tock, Hop, both players have to jump over the minute hand while staying on the hour hand. The first player that isn't hit by the minute hand wins. This is yet another minigame that reminds me a lot of Hot Rope Jump, but I like how its setting is the clock from Mario 64. In fact, Nintendo really likes reminding us of that tick-tock clock. And since this is a duel minigame, both players have to bet a certain amount of their money. So that really raises the stakes during this minigame. All in all, this minigame is just incredibly fun, and I just knew it'd make number 1 on my list. Thank you all for watching my video on my top 10 favorite Mario Party 3 minigames. I hope you enjoyed. My next handful of videos will be on Super Smash Bros. They will be over the stages I hate and the stages I like from each game. I'm pretty hyped for the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, so I decided to make some more Smash Bros. Videos. So if you'd like to be updated on when those videos come out, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I also have other video game related videos, so that's just another reason to sub. Again, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time.